Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the thrilling conclusion to your podcast saga trilogy.
Are we breaking up?
Kate, no. Have you ever seen... Star Wars, Return of the Jedi?
I'm reasonably sure that I have.
You do, because you use the term...
Oh, the Ewoks.
Yeah, you literally say the words yub-nub a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Like once a month minimum in this house.
Also,
anytime you're celebrating.
Anytime I look at an Ewok, I think of that clip of the Ewoks on the Today Show when one of them tried to drink a martini and then the other one was moonwalking and then it humped Al Roker's leg.
Really funny.
We're gonna put it...
people look it up and find it.
Just Google Ewok
Al Today Show. You'll
martini,
find it. It's so
moonwalk.
It's very funny. You imitate those Ewoks a lot.
Hump Al Roker's
leg. You hold up your little fist. Well, Kate, the official title of this film is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, but it is shown on screen as Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi, but you know how I feel about those episode numbers.
Yes, I do.
This movie premiered on May 25th, 1983, exactly 6 years to the day that the first Star Wars movie came out in 1977.
Wow, that's really symmetrical.
The screenplay this time around is by George Lucas and George Kasdan, the same guy who helped revise the script for the last one, The Empire Strikes Back, and wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark. For director, George Lucas once again decides he doesn't want to direct it, so first he offers it to Irvin Kershner, the guy who directed Empire Strikes Back, but he says no. Then he offered it to his close personal friend Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg wanted to do it, but a little complicated here. When making Empire Strikes Back, George Lucas got in a fight with the Directors Guild of America, like the union for movie directors, because one of their rules is that if you're a member of the guild, your movies that you direct have to both have opening credits and have the director be like the main opening credit. Usually it's the last one right before the title shows up if you're going to show your title. And George Lucas said, well, I want this movie to have just the big, imagine the beginning of a Star Wars movie, right?
Yeah,
it's like
just
the word Star Wars,
text,
the title, it scrolls, right? So he got in this big fight and the Directors Guild fined him $250,000 over it. And then he quit. He renounced his membership. So he's out of the union. And I couldn't find this info, but I assume he just wasn't a member yet when the first Star Wars came out, because that didn't have, it's the same opening. So he quits, and Steven Spielberg was also having trouble with the DGA because in 1982 he produced the movie Poltergeist, which was officially directed by Tobe Hooper, guy who made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but there were a lot of rumors that Spielberg was either an uncredited co-director or was secretly the actual director of that movie, which led the DGA to visit the set to investigate. So he was on thin ice with them. He did not want to quit and renounce his membership, so he literally was not allowed to go direct this non-union movie.
Got it. Are we mad that it's non-union?
It is what it is. What are you going to do?
I'm going to get a big blow-up rat and put it outside George Lucas's house.
So... So next up, the movie was offered to David Lynch.
Whoa.
Did you know that? Have you ever heard this
trivia?
No,
I've never heard
this is great
this.
trivia. Just imagine David Lynch's Star Wars.
Hey, get all those Ewoks over here. No, not that. I don't want that Ewok. I want the weirder looking Ewok in the front. No, the weird one. Yeah, okay, now do it again, but just do it good.
Incredible theater of the mind. So up till
that was my David Lynch impression. Did you think it was good?
It was very good. I really thought if you close your eyes, I thought he was here. Up till now, he had directed Eraserhead, his breakthrough experimental movie.
Yep.
And The Elephant Man, which was very mainstream.
Yeah, absolutely.
And The Elephant Man was nominated for 8 Oscars, including Best Director for David Lynch. Wow. So hot off of that, he's kind of a good pick because he's weird, but he he's only made 2 main things, and one of them's very weird, one of them's pretty normal. So it's not
this might hit somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
They're maybe on the spectrum of Eraserhead to Elephant Man, we can put Star Wars Episode 6 in the center and just land the plane.
I like special
effects. Land the plane, David.
He's done that.
Do it.
Both of those movies have interesting special effects. Anyway, so ultimately he turns it down, saying it's not my baby. He's like, George Lucas, you should make it. I don't want to get involved with this because I didn't write it and all that. But then he goes and makes Dune right after 1984, which is basically the same idea. It's not his baby, and he hated making that movie because he had so little creative control, and he basically vowed to never do something like that again. So anyway, next up, it was offered to David Cronenberg. He had directed movies like Scanners and Videodrome. Soon after this, he's going to make The Fly. He becomes known for grotesque special effects.
Yeah.
Also said no. So finally, George Lucas finds someone who will say yes, who's a Welsh director named Richard Marquand, Marquand. Marquand? I don't know. Anyway, he's only made 3 movies: a horror movie called The Legacy, a made-for-TV Beatles biopic, and a spy movie called Eye of the Needle. George Lucas saw Eye of the Needle. It's just a standard British spy movie, not like Star Wars at all.
Yeah.
Same with Irvin Kershner before him, was not making sci-fi. And Lucas really liked Eye of the Needle, so he offers him Return of the Jedi. However, George Lucas was on the set all the time. He was micromanaging. Mark Kwan said that directing this movie was akin to directing Hamlet with Shakespeare in the wings watching you the whole time.
Be kind of annoying.
The new actors joining the crew. So we have the whole crew you know and love back again, but here's who's new. Warwick Davis as Wicket the Ewok. He was 13 when this movie came out. I think he was 11 while he's making it, and I hope that they were following the rules.
I'm going to give you a hint. They were like, this isn't a little boy, it's an Ewok. Ewoks don't have rules
They don't have to go to school. They don't have to have a limited number of hours on set.
There's no rules about what an Ewok needs to do and not do on set, and there's no rules about how we're supposed to treat Ewoks on set. So Warwick, you're an Ewok now.
But he was just a little guy.
Get away from the craft services table, you Ewok.
He was just a kid. It's crazy. He'd never been in a movie before. And he was hired just to be like a background Ewok. And Kenny Baker, who's been playing R2-D2 in all of these, was this guy Wicket, the main one. But Kenny Baker got sick, so they had to like pick someone else to fill in. And George Lucas specifically was like, that Warwick Davis, that like 12-year-old, he is the best one. Like he literally was like, he's doing the best Ewok acting. So he elevated him to, and that's like what makes Warwick Davis's career. Like being chosen to fill in. Anyway, kind of interesting. The other new big cast member is Ian McDiarmid. McDermott, probably is how you pronounce it, but it's McDiarmid. Ian McDiarmid. He is playing the Emperor, the evil Emperor.
Okay. Yeah, I know
who we saw in the last movie, but it was like for one holographic scene, and it was like monkey eyes on a weird mask. Like they had not really cast an actor yet to portray that character. He's going to be a character in this movie. And part of the reason we're watching these despecialized special versions of this is because, the official release, they've since gone back and like put this actor into that scene. And I hate that. I want to see it how it came out. Anyway, everybody else is back, but Harrison Ford was hard to convince. He really was not sold on this. Freezing Han Solo in carbonite was actually written into the previous movie because he really was like, they knew that he wasn't going to be easy to get.
Famously crotchety.
Yeah, right? He didn't want to do it.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Right. And when they made the previous movies, Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher signed contracts that guaranteed all three. Yeah. He did not. So they're going to have to renegotiate with him and all that stuff.
Harrison Ford was like, I just want to fly my planes badly.
So they were,
He's always crashing a plane.
The early versions of this movie, the early scripts, did not include him. They're like, that's it. So finally, one of the producers gets him to agree. And you also have to remember that he has now made Indiana Jones. He made Raiders of the Lost Ark in between the previous one of the last Star Wars and this one. So he's even he does not need to do this. He's a movie star now, more than anyone else in this movie. So they get him to agree, and he's like, okay. But he's like, can you please kill Han Solo just so that I never have to do this again? And they write drafts where Han Solo dies, sacrifices himself heroically, but ultimately George Lucas waffled on that and was like, no, I don't want to kill him. So he does not die in this movie, much to his chagrin. The movie's title at one point was going to be Revenge of the Jedi.
Ooh.
Because I guess it was originally Return of the Jedi, and then the co-writer, Lawrence Kasdan, convinced George Lucas, he's like, that's a pretty boring Return of the Jedi. Okay, he's back, So they call it Revenge of the Jedi, but George Lucas, at the very last second, was like, this thing I invented, Jedis, they don't seek revenge, so this title's not... I don't like it. So then he goes back to Return of the Jedi. But he did it so late. The teaser trailer already was out that said Revenge, and they had already started making the actual posters that said Revenge. So they had to recall all the posters. It was expensive to change it. And those posters are now a rare collector's item. They're very expensive. I've learned a little bit about the movie there's a whole community of movie poster collecting. It's very interesting. Anyway, okay, the filming locations. There's always a couple interesting spots they go to get their planets. For some reason, I'm sure it was much more convenient to do. Instead of Tunisia, they go to Arizona for their desert scenes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Fair.
But the sort of new location here where the Ewoks live, the planet of Endor, is the Redwood Forest in California,
nice. Yeah.
Northern California. The movie was very well received and successful, but some critics felt it was not as good as Empire Strikes Back. There's the famous scene in Clerks where they argue which one is better. A common point of complaint are the Ewoks. You seem to be very pro-Ewok.
It's because I, too, am small and hairy.
You love to yub-nub.
Listen, a little hairy guy needs a champion.
So
they're fun. They look like they would bite.
They do. They're scrappy. Earlier in the drafting of this movie, they were going to be Wookiees. It was going to be more, Chewbacca's species. George Lucas claims, well, the Wookiees we've shown are technologically advanced, and I want these guys to not be technologically advanced. Okay. I suspect, there's no proof of this, that it was just cheaper. You could make 3 Ewok suits for the cost of one Wookiee suit, right?
Yeah, and you could staff them with children.
Yeah.
You could fill those Wookiee
really
suits
cheap.
with
They might
kids.
not needed to be paid, an adult salary.
Yeah.
But his whole thing was, and this is the moment where he literally invokes Vietnam when he's promoting this and talking about this. He's like, they're the Viet Cong fighting against the technologically advanced but morally bankrupt empire who are the United States in the Vietnam War. And he's like, I really wanted a non-technologically advanced species to destroy, the advanced one. So that's why he says, but then,
Me too, George.
The critical argument here of saying, like, is that the Ewoks do also appear to have been put in to sell cute toys to little
they're
kids.
so cute.
It seems like a transparent, what they say about the Batman movie. Well, first of all, remember Joel Schumacher saying, remember, we're making a cartoon. But, like, there's that toyetic thing. That's the word I'm looking for, where you put stuff in just to make toys. George Lucas had the merchandise rights to Star Wars. Yeah, who knows? Anyway.
And I think it's much more fun to cuddle like an Ewok stuffed animal than a Wookiee stuffed animal. Because a Wookiee stuffed animal has like a bandolier on, they've got a crossbow.
It's poking you.
And
then
it'd be like taking your Barbie to bed.
That's those are all my notes. I think that was less notes than last time, which is good.
I think it was.
But there's not that many anecdotes. Nobody got sick. Supposedly that director, Marquand, was pretty mean, though. And Carrie Fisher, like, he would make her cry and, like, they'd have to redo all her makeup all the time.
Oh, Carrie.
That's not good. But there's not a ton of anecdotes here.
Poor Carrie.
Yeah.
Is Carrie using substances here?
I don't know for
Let's
sure,
see.
but I think so.
Let's look in her eyes.
Oh, I mean, I didn't even mention the bikini, the metal bikini.
You don't have to.
I didn't. Okay. We'll get there.
I could be mistaken. They're using a very primitive dialect, but I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
Well, why don't you use your divine influence and get us out of this?
I beg your pardon, General Solo, but that just wouldn't be proper.
Proper?
It's against my programming to impersonate a deity.
Why, you... My mistake. It's an old friend of mine.
Oh, wait, so he's not doing it again. He's not doing the directed by.
Right. Yeah. He took the hit, and I guess what's his name just isn't in the DGA. Probably he was Welsh, so maybe he hadn't made an American film yet.
Oh, got
It's
it.
the Directors Guild of America.
So they used children and the Welsh to skirt around some of our labor issues.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Sure did.
All right, Return of the Jedi, Episode 6.
How do we leave off? Oh, yeah, they were on a spaceship.
Han Solo was in carbonite.
Right, by the vile gangster Jabba the Hutt. Luke's back on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Little does Luke know, the Galactic Empire has secretly begun construction on a new armored space station, even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star. Okay, this is another complaint about this movie.
Yeah, like they're just doing it
It's
again.
just another Death Star.
That's silly.
And then when they make the sequels later, another Death Star.
Is that all they know how to make?
I mean, I guess that's a good point. You got to look at it from the perspective that the Empire is kind of like one-trick ponies, and they're a little incompetent.
They fired everyone who knew how to do everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is proven, but when George Lucas has talked about, like, I had this grand vision for a trilogy and all this stuff, it really feels like if he really did, he would have saved the Death Star for the third movie.
Right.
You know? And instead, he's just, like, using it again.
He's like, what if we did another Death Star? But
Sure.
this time we had the Welsh.
Sure, George.
And children. All right, so here's the half-completed Death Star.
Yep.
Death Star 2.
Looks pretty cool with the scaffolding and stuff.
What's the timeline on this Death Star?
It's a great question. I actually don't know how much time has passed. If you look it up, I'm sure you can find exact answers to those questions.
Oh, I'm sure that someone's going to write in and tell me. I think it would be helpful if, like, any evil government had a leitmotif, you know? So, like, anytime you heard it, you were like, oh, yep, evil guy's
There
coming.
they are. I love these big helmets.
Oh, little droid.
Who you got?
I hate
Little
the
guy?
Empire, but I love their little droids.
Oh, with the little legs.
I would love to liberate one of these little droids. Wouldn't you? Do you think they're, like, pooping their pants right now?
Oh, because Darth Vader's about to come out
Yeah,
of here.
they're like, oh,
And he suffered some losses. Do you think the hydraulics that lower that door have to spew out dry ice, or is
No.
that a choice Darth Vader has made?
Darth Vader understands the power of theater. I've said it before. I will say it again. Well, what's like Darth Vader? Is he just like a general? Is he a lord? Because like he's not the emperor.
He's a high-ranking lieutenant to the Emperor.
Got
But yeah, he's not the top dog.
These two.
R2-D2 and C-3PO. Yeah. They do have good banter. I will say, the creatures we've met so far, the big sort of green pig guys, the guy with the creepy flesh ponytail, David Lynch could do this.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's very weird.
Yes.
so far.
Yes.
Like
Agreed.
weirder than the last two.
All right, so here's Jabba the Hutt ripping on a hookah. All right, so Luke is trying to do this the right way. I just have a sneaking suspicion that Jabba doesn't do things the right way. You know? Also, Luke Skywalker's hair here is very helmet-esque. This is Harrison Ford's dream that he just continue to be frozen in carbonite forever.
Just get paid to use his likeness.
Yep.
Oh no, there's your favorite droid.
I know, and he just got branded.
This is horrible.
That is my favorite
Wow.
droid. What's it called?
The
Trash can droid?
Nah, it's Gronk.
Gonk
droid.
droid. See, look, I've learned so much
You
from
have.
doing
You've
this
come a long
series.
way.
So they're in what is effectively like a droid torture room, I guess.
Yeah, Luke willingly sent them in here. I think R2-D2 knew, but C-3PO definitely was not made aware.
R2's a little more level-headed, I think.
Look at the gonk in the background.
Oh.
It's literally screaming no. If they weren't so evil, this looks like a pretty happening place once the band's playing.
Why does that one guy look so soft?
The big elephant guy.
Yeah.
I think that guy is the guy that the Gulp Shadow meme is based on because they like made him green the next
Yeah.
time they showed him or something by accident.
Why is Boba Fett looking so yoked? He's just like looking real fit all of a sudden.
Just this inclusion of like sex slavery.
It's really a bummer.
This is a lot for this movie. It's pretty intense for Star
Yeah.
Wars, for like the movie that they added little fun Ewoks to make it more kid friendly. So there's like a bunch of puppeteers inside Jabba the Hutt. Thinking about how gross it is in there, and then add in there's just smoke everywhere too. It couldn't have been easy.
A lot of incense, yeah. Look at Jabba's tiny hands. All right, so we got all our major players now here in Jabba's caves.
Lando's hiding here.
Chewbacca's here, the droids are here. Everyone's like kind of passed out, sleeping in a pile.
It's just a debaucherous den. You do have to think they have no idea like if he's gonna survive the unfreezing or if he'll like be just a shambling, you know.
Yeah, right? Like is he gonna come back whole?
Because they said this is the first time ever any living thing has been frozen in carbonite. He seems fine.
Yeah, he seems great. Got
Like-
those striped pants on, that tuxedo stripe.
Yeah, but he's gonna like pee his pants. He's been frozen for who knows how long.
It's fine. He's just a little sweaty. What do you think his breath is like after being resurrected
Some
from the
bad morning
carbonate?
breath.
Why can't you just shoot him?
Just kill all those guys.
Yeah.
They emerged from behind a curtain like the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic band.
They did. All right, so here's Harrison Ford, blind and wet.
What do you think that kiss was like for her? He's just been unfrozen.
It's bad.
Bad morning breath. He's kind of still wet from whatever they unfroze him in.
Why is that little guy kind of like nesting in Jabba the Hutt's flesh?
He says hype
He just
man.
lives in there.
Look at this tearful reunion. Definitely even better than Leia and Han
Oh,
reuniting.
absolutely.
Chewbacca.
Do you think they put weird drops in Harrison Ford's eyes to make him squint like that? Or is he just acting?
Or is he
Can't
just
tell.
that good of an actor? It's a really nice hug.
It actually
You're
was.
crying.
You're crying.
Here, let's really make this not be evergreen. That's like Punchy and his little stuffy.
Oh.
That'll be relevant when this comes out, right? That's not a passing trend
baby.
in the internet.
Damn, Luke's out here force choking people. He's a Jedi on the edge. You know, he's like right on the line. Is he gonna be bad? Is he gonna be good? Luke got real strong.
Yeah, he's
Imagine if he had just stayed on Dagobah for like 6 more days.
Oh, because he left
You
early,
know?
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
good point. He
All
could
right.
just like blast Jabba the Hutt from a different planet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you could just force choke him via Zoom. Not even have to lift a finger. All right, Carrie Fisher looks hot as hell. We're just all going to say it. Everyone's saying it. She looks amazing.
You gotta clear the air.
We got to clear the air. I'm sad about her drug use and probably her food restriction.
But this definitely, this
You
definitely,
all right over there?
this definitely catapulted a lot of young men into puberty.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
I'm
you're
about
here-
to hit puberty right now.
You're here to see Star Wars, and then you see this.
If you are born on Tatooine and you're just like ugly, do you have to work for Jabba the Hutt? Everyone here is a complete uggo. Go ahead. Tell me he's not. Tell me one person here looks nice and friendly.
They should have been suspicious of Billy D. Williams, like disguising himself as a guy
Yeah.
here, because a guy who works for him, because he's just too attractive.
He's a handsome man.
Right. They'd
They're
be like, wait
"Oh,
a minute, hold up.
Only uggos work for Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, Luke's black robes are an interesting choice,
I
right?
kind of like him. I was just going to comment that I kind of like him.
But considering what you said about how he's like kind of using some evil Jedi tricks.
It's a nice little robe, though. It's got good texture, you know?
It's Star Wars, Kate. One of the best things about Star Wars, the Rebel Alliance's costume textures.
Oh, so great.
You ever get a toothpick stuck in your mouth like this?
No, because I'm not a dummy.
I have.
This is a good, scary puppet.
You know, I think I haven't watched this in so long. I think I simplify this movie to like Ewoks, kind of childish, but with like Princess Leia enslaved in a really gnarly way.
Yeah.
The Rancor. All this stuff's pretty dark.
Yeah, and like clearly has happened to Leia. Like, it's bad.
It's bad.
You know what I mean? Like,
even just Han and Chewie, just whatever prison cell they're
Yeah.
in, I'm sure they're not being treated well either. You know, the whole thing, this is all very dark.
is that Greedo back there?
That's one of Greedo's cousins.
Biblo?
Who's this guy? This is just a human guy.
It's just a regular dude, yeah. He's ugly, though, so he had to work for Jabba the Hutt.
This is what's one of the worst things about Jabba the Hutt. One of the many bad things about Jabba the Hutt. He's like, I threw Luke Skywalker down there to be killed by the Rancor and I would watch. Haha, isn't that fun? Luke played fair and square and won and killed the Rancor, and now he's like, this is an outrage.
Yeah,
Someone
they
has to
got-
suffer for this.
Yeah, it's collective punishment.
But I mean, that was a fair match. I think he should have earned his freedom. Does he have his eyesight back yet?
No.
Han's
missing out on Leia in the metal bikini with his blindness. It's probably for the best. He's not distracted.
You always say you got to take the head. This is such a rookie mistake by Jabba.
Oh, yeah. Jabba could just slit their throats right here.
Right. We're going to instead drive you out to the dunes.
He could just grab Leia's bra, use the sharp edge of that to slit their throats. The metal bikini does not look comfortable.
I don't think it's supposed to be, you know?
Do you think Carrie Fisher remembers making this movie? Here's R2-D2 partying.
He's been turned into a DJ, basically. And servant? I guess he's more of a boombox. That's the DJ.
He's like a drinks cart also.
Jabba the Hutt, just the stuff dripping out of his mouth. He looks like, I think I made you watch that Viva La Bam where Don Vito is like eating chicken wings in Johnny Knoxville's hotel room.
Yeah, he does kind of look like that.
Okay, I think the dune influence is pretty apparent here.
Yeah,
We're in
yeah.
literally the Dune Sea, I think they called it, this desert. And there's essentially a sandworm.
Sandworm, yeah.
The Sarlacc. You think these guys in full costume and makeup were doing good in Arizona? Chewbacca.
I wish that they could just drop like one F-bomb. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, what? Any final words? I just want Han Solo to be like, you.
Yeah, I think it's PG, so no, they can't do that. PG-13, totally fine. I mean, honestly, the F-bomb in like essentially a kid's movie, well, is Big PG?
Yeah, Big's PG.
There's a great F-bomb in Big, so I guess if they really
classic.
wanted to, they could have.
Could have really fought for it.
If you're willing to put Princess Leia in that bikini, you might as well be willing to drop the F-bomb in your movie.
Listen.
You've already crossed some sort of line. Here's Luke doing some Harlem Globetrotter shit.
Well, R2 just shot him his lifesaver, his lightsaber.
It's like a t-shirt gun.
Just
Bonk.
C-3PO was no help at all.
What you think Boba Fett's jetpack
blasted
is
off.
funny?
I love when things or people blast off. I don't know what it is. It's just me. He should have just stayed and trained for like 6 more days.
They'd all be dead.
Yeah.
I guess not. If Leia had never gone here on the
Yes, they would have
rescue
just
mission,
left.
Han was in his
Yep.
he was a decoration.
Yep, could have just bided their time.
What a unceremonious end to Boba Fett.
Yep.
That's it.
He just went in the hole.
He's done. What a cool character and what just an absolute waste. Here we go.
This is metal as hell.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Leia is choking Jabba the Hutt with the chain that he used to imprison her, which is
It's pretty awesome.
amazing. Make sure to hold it just an extra minute. 1 more minute than you think.
Yeah.
You know?
He
You
seems
really
dead,
gotta.
but yeah, I think she got him.
Hasn't the worm been fed enough? What kind of underpants do you think they wear here in space? Because you can definitely see Luke Skywalker's panty line. I'm not mad about it. I'm just
Interesting.
interested. Is it regular underpants, do you think?
They're not in space. They're just on a desert planet. It's got gravity.
Yeah, but like...
It's the same as anywhere else.
What's the Star Wars underpants
Uniqlo
situation
Air
like?
Sim.
This podcast is brought to you by Uniqlo Air Sim
I wish.
underpants.
Oh, use code underpants.
R2 could have done that the whole time. Could have freed Princess Leia.
All right. Does the bikini go from demeaning to empowering after she
after
chokes him
she's-
out and then is manning a Gatling gun of some
Yeah, she
kind?
got the big gun. That's
The
good.
biggest gun out of
It's
everybody.
a really big gun.
Look at this swashbuckling stuff.
C-3PO was of no help.
He never is. That's his role. He's just funny. They made sure they
Yeah.
took the head.
Yeah, you got to take the head. You got to blow up this ship with all these uggos on it. You do. You have to.
Even that little goblin guy got killed. I kind of liked him.
No. If a jester is working for a fascist, they deserve to
You're
go
right.
too.
You're right. Is he a fascist? I guess a warlord is
If
a
a
form of
jester is
fascism.
working for an evil man, the jester deserves to go too.
Oh, right. I forgot Luke's hand was robotic.
Yeah, it's his robot hand.
Right.
Come on.
That got it.
He's going to go give Yoda a little forehead kiss.
I have a promise to keep to an old friend.
What do you think it'd be like to kiss Yoda? I guess like a little slimy. Is he slimy
No,
or
he
do you
looks-
think he's like
I don't
smooth
think
and
he's
cool?
wet.
Think he's like smooth and cool like a snake or do you
I
think he's
think-
wet like a frog?
I think he's like a human. I think his skin would be pretty much human-like. I bet it would be just like kissing an older person's forehead. I don't know. You think he's moisturizing? Does he? I mean, it is very humid. Okay.
It's very
Dagobah's
humid, yeah.
humid. So he's like a moisturized older person.
Here's this misty swamp.
I'm glad we're back to see Yoda again.
The original green guy from a swamp likes to be by himself. he does have layers. Yoda's 900 years old. Just let him
Let him die.
He's got little hawk feet.
I'm going to do you a favor and not ask you to do a Yoda impression this time. I learned my lesson.
He is really cute, though. Look at him under his little blanket. Why is Luke bothering him so much? I mean, I guess he does have questions about his parentage. Look at Yoda's little bathrobe. It looks so cozy. Couldn't have told him this when he came in the door. Hey, there's another one. Then let me eat my soup.
In case I die before I finish this sentence.
When you are 900 years old, you got to get to the important point.
Maybe write
first.
it down ahead of time.
When you're that old, you got to be like, listen, I got something to tell you. Let me tell you right now. Then we can eat our soup. Go ahead. Tell me Yoda was, oh my God.
Poor Yoda.
He just disintegrated.
Yeah. He became one with the Force.
That's nice.
Remember Ben Kenobi when he got hit by Darth Vader's lightsaber, just kind of poofed away.
Yeah, you're right.
How else are we going to see him as a little blue ghost later, you know?
Do you think that I will simply disintegrate when I die?
If you become a ghost who bothers me for the rest of eternity, yeah.
I already haunt you around the house, so
You can't haunt someone
how would
when
that
you're
be any
alive.
different? Yes, you can. I am haunting you. I'm haunting you right now. He knew Yoda for like 1 minute. He knew this weird hermit from his town for longer than Yoda.
And not even that much. Obi-Wan's legal language. What I told you was sort of true from a certain point of view.
What does is mean? This is a lot of exposition that maybe we could have provided Luke with before this moment. I just love that the Star Wars universe has so much feathered hair. Look at it. All right, so that's a big reveal.
Princess Leia and Luke, brother
Yep.
and sister.
Brother and sister.
After that smooch.
They did do a weird incest kiss.
They didn't know.
I think
It's
your
that thing.
body
It
would
happens in
know.
real life. If people don't know, they're related and they feel a strong attraction to each other.
I don't like that.
Should we get on Ancestry and just double check?
Don't even look. We're probably
you don't wanna
probably
know.
cousins. Inbred.
You'd rather just continue and not know.
Can he see now?
Han? Yeah, I hope so.
I wish he was talking to a wall. Who's that? Mon Mothma? Yeah, blow that up. There's only one option. They were like, oh, the Emperor and Darth Vader are both on the Death Star at the same time. Perhaps we should just skirt away from it. No, blow that up. They're all in the same location. Just nuke it. All right, so they have to deactivate his shield.
You gotta go to Endor,
Big whoop.
turn the shield off, and then do another thing they did in the first Star Wars, right? What do you think of Princess Leia's new hair?
Oh, it's cute. It's real cute. It's very practical, you know? It's nice to have like a little crown braid. Your hair's not gonna slip free, you know? Did you know we're brother and sister?
Don't try to kiss me again.
All right, the gang's all here. We're back together. None of us is in a metal bikini and or enslaved. Things are great. Except we gotta
They
go
have an extremely
kill.
dangerous mission ahead of them.
I feel like Luke Skywalker's always wearing a poncho.
It's this thing.
Everybody else has like different outfits, different choices. He's like, yeah, give me that
He
poncho.
likes a poncho.
Is that like a Tatooine thing?
I think so.
Oh no, Leia has a poncho on too, like her twin. Don't you think that like Darth Vader, super powerful Jedi, would feel another Force user coming close?
I think that's why he's asking.
You
That's
think?
why he's micromanaging.
Minds are touching. Mm-hmm. Creepy. Has Darth Vader got this little chain around his neck? What is that?
Some cool fashion is what it is.
Darth Vader is so shiny, you know? Yeah, Chewie's pretty loud. Like when he mournfully wails, it's gonna give away your position, you know? When he's like, oh.
Yeah, he's not very stealthy.
Like,
That's just him
sir,
like communicating
gotta whisper.
normally. Yeah.
How'd he get that speed boost? All right, so here we are, hiding in the forested planet of Endor.
Endor.
Hiding in the forested planet of Endor.
Just think about your conjunctions if you can't remember it.
How's this different from Andor?
Huh.
The show.
Now that's really two conjunctions. It's different because it has an E instead of an A, I guess.
Do you think they can use their twin powers to find each other? How is R2 rolling along the forest floor? Just
feel
seems like it would be strenuous for him.
I feel like if you've ever used anything with wheels, it can barely roll on carpet versus hardwood, let alone.
Here's my little guys. Oh, I love a new little guy. I just love the way the Ewoks look. I love that they look like they would bite you.
They sort of growl at you.
They don't really blink, which is kind of scary, but I kind of dig it.
Oh, funny you should mention that. When they put these out on Blu-ray, they made them blink.
Oh, interesting.
So if you want, but I think I believe it like makes a little noise too. It's
Ugh.
extremely distracting.
It's just like a little teddy bear with a spear. I love it. I love it so much. I love that the Ewoks are always growling,
Aiming a spear at you.
easily bribed with a little snack. So look, now they're besties.
That was all it took.
Yeah.
A rice cracker.
Yeah.
A
It's literally a Quaker rice cake.
yeah,
Look at
rice
it.
cake, yeah. I feel like if Carrie Fisher's grip on reality was not great while filming this would have been really confusing.
I just love looking at Ewoks. Do people not like Ewoks?
There's some mixed opinions, you know?
They're so cute. I just love that Princess Leia just freely kills people.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
The stakes are nice and high here because it's like if they get discovered,
That's
it's
it.
over.
That's it for
It's
them.
over for the whole rebellion.
Yep.
So like they cannot leave a witness. You like Princess Leia gently placing the Ewok down.
I love it. I love him so much. I would love to hold his little hand. I think if I was a Star Wars creature, I think I would be an Ewok.
Look at the Emperor lounging in his chair.
Luke's compassion for his dad is going to take down the Rebel Alliance.
It happens to a lot of people,
I
you
know. Sometimes you just have to close the door on an abusive parent.
He has to go no contact.
If your father is Darth Vader, it's okay to say like, maybe not. Damn it, Luke. Go to therapy. Learn to set a boundary. Was Chewie a bloodhound now? Sniffing?
You don't think Hairy Guy recognized Hairy Guy?
Maybe.
They're literally caught in a huge net like a Looney Tunes.
Oh, it's so fun. R2's essentially like a Swiss Army knife, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he's got like a little circular saw in here.
he's got a jabby pokey thing, you know?
They're just lucky they got caught in a net and didn't have like sharpened bamboo, like go through them. You know what I mean? Get impaled. Do you like the variety of Ewoks?
Yes, I actually
You know?
do.
It's like,
Yep.
there's lots of different colors and patterns of fur.
Look how excited Harrison Ford is to meet these little guys. This is a detail that I did not remember.
That they worship C-3PO like
Yeah.
a god.
Incredible. It's nice that R2 gets to be carried. You know, his little tank wheels are probably full of pine needles and you know? He gets to have a little spa day.
No, they probably don't have any oil here, though. It doesn't seem like they've invented machining yet,
No.
you know? Do they get to be carried, or are they being held hostage?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Like C-3PO, he gets to be carried here. He's in kind of a pharaoh-like chair. Everyone else is hog-tied in some way. Is it a baby one?
A little baby Ewok. Love him so much. Meanwhile, Princess Leia's been having a great time. She's been getting her hair braided by these Ewoks. They brushed it out. She's looking great. She's in like a nice muslin dress.
She looks like she's about to join Fleetwood Mac as their latest member.
C-3PO is on a power trip right now.
He's like, it's fine, we'll eat Han Solo.
He was mean to me once.
I mean, they have not treated C-3PO that great. We've seen him get shut off against his will by our heroes. So he's getting a little revenge. Maybe he went overboard.
R2's like tasing people. It's incredible.
The Ewok's just cuddling with Han Solo, grasping his leg for comfort.
Listen, who among us wouldn't?
Okay, so C-3PO has just regaled them with the story of the Star Wars trilogy so far.
Didn't she just straight up die?
So that's the problem, you
When,
know.
when they slid out?
There's when they were born, there's lots of things they say here that prove that, you know, there wasn't really a plan. I mean, I guess there was a plan because they called this 6, but like Obi-Wan's ghost said, I met your father when he was already a great pilot. So in episode 1, they have to make him like a child prodigy pod racer.
Princess Leia's disgusted.
Ew, Darth Vader's your dad? Ew, gross. But yeah, her saying she remembers her mother because
Yeah.
she died when she was very young. Yeah. Then later, when they're making these movies 30 years later or whatever, 20 plus years later, they're like, I don't know, let's have her die in childbirth. We're lucky George Lucas didn't go back and have her change what she said here. I'm actually kind of surprised.
This is like a really great plot point where they're like, yeah, Leia, you too can use the Force. But
Yeah.
then they never do anything
Yeah, it's
with
a
it.
big waste.
It's like maddening. Like
Yeah.
she could be killing people with her mind.
Yeah.
She could be force choking people.
Yeah, like I get it. Yoda's dead. He can't train her, but like, I don't know, Luke could train her. She gets to like float one time in one of the sequels.
That's it.
It's like a real big old waste. Right, like she doesn't get a lightsaber in this movie. Nothing.
No.
Why'd they even do it?
Here's Luke trying to fix his daddy. He's known that he was his daddy for like 12 minutes. And now he's like, I can fix my daddy. No, you can't, Luke. Draw the line in the sand. Uh-oh. Here he is face to face with daddy.
The ultimate therapy, literally confronting your father.
Do you think that Luke went with this little like black tunic thing because it's really versatile and can go with everything? Who names their son Anakin?
Well, it's going to be complicated. He doesn't really have a father in the picture. There's no grandfather, Skywalker. He's kind of an immaculate... We'll talk about it in Star Wars Episode 1.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Darth Vader is gonna give Luke a haircut with that lightsaber. Look at it.
Zoop.
He's like, son, the amount of feathering in your hair is deeply disturbing. Let me just take a little off the top. It's my Darth Vader impression.
Not as good as your Yoda, no offense.
What do you think Darth Vader's sensors are that are blinking upon his chest?
You know,
Couldn't they
he's-
just turn him off? Couldn't Luke just be like, boop?
Yeah, you're right. I was going to say, they're keeping him alive, right? Obi-Wan said he's more machine than man.
Yeah,
you know?
don't you
He's like,
think-
it's all like respirators.
Couldn't
and
he just poke the button?
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Right now.
He's real fast. He's trained.
I mean, he also could probably depress the button with his mind, right?
Yeah, it's not hard to push a button. What did Luke hope to accomplish with this?
You'll see.
Silliness.
He's got to get to the Emperor.
What's he gonna do? Bite him?
Yeah, I think he just wants to assassinate the Emperor.
Okay, which is great. I love the energy, love the thought, but you got no weapons. I guess they didn't pat him down.
He took his lightsaber. Oh, you think he's got like a little dagger?
Yeah, have something in his boot, little knife or a pistol. And honestly, the Emperor looks kind of brittle. It looks like if you bit him in the right spot, he might die.
He'll at least break the skin.
Yeah, just bite him right in the throat.
Huh.
I'm a little confused about the Ewok's teeth-tongue situation.
You think those are the human teeth and tongue underneath, or
I
what?
think I just don't know.
Is that
It's
Warwick
definitely
Davis's
a human
teeth?
tongue, but it's not his teeth.
Have
Those
you ever
teeth
seen
don't
Warwick
move.
Davis's teeth?
Those teeth feet don't move. They're real big, you know?
He's British.
Oh my God. I will not stand for this slander against the Brits. Look at Admiral Akbar scooting around in his little chair, having a great time. Whee! What, did he hire his cousins? There's only Admiral Akbars in that cockpit.
Now, Kate, if it was all humans, would you say they're all cousins?
I would. Everybody else has like an assorted group, you know?
Yeah. There's no diversity in Admiral Akbar's cabin, you're saying?
Yeah, it smacks of nepotism. Kind of like the Ewoks' little leather hoods.
They're very
cute.
stylish and practical. So now that you're seeing the real movie, doesn't this explain the Today Show appearance a little better? This is totally in line.
Oh yeah, they're
with,
very naughty. Yeah. I love it.
with trying to drink a martini, humping out Roker's leg.
Yeah. See, he's cleared out all the guards.
He
It's
stole their
amazing.
speeder bike, yeah.
He's clearly having a blast.
Like, you can't tell, but he's probably got both middle fingers up.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, when someone under an oppressive regime experiences joy, you have to be all for it.
They gotta take the win where they can, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find the joy where they can get it. And here's Han Solo's extremely official diversion tactic. Pat a guy on the shoulder.
He got him.
It worked, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we're not asking questions if it works, Tyler. Here's my question. If the Force allows you to be like kind of like an omniscient, all-knowing being, like doesn't he know that Luke Skywalker is here to deceive him? Or is he doing like a weird Force reversal?
Yeah, I think Luke did an Uno reverse card. I don't know if he's here to deceive him, though. He wasn't like, I want to convert.
I just wouldn't let Emperor Palpatine touch me. Like, I just simply would not.
It looks pretty gross, right?
Couldn't he turn it on with his mind? Just stab them in the face?
Right, while they're looking at his lightsaber. Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
I know that the Emperor, the whole point is like, as we hinted at him, it's supposed to be like, Darth Vader's so scary. He's got to be the scariest guy ever. But now that he's here, to me, it just makes Darth Vader a little less scary. That this is the guy
This
that
is the
he's
boss,
taking
yeah.
orders from, you know?
I mean,
the way he sits in this chair is so funny to me. He's really slouching.
I think what the Emperor has not counted on here is the Ewoks, you know?
Yeah, don't never underestimate an Ewok.
Don't you dare underestimate a
little
furry
guy.
little guy.
A little freak.
I always get a little emotional when I see like a large group of rebels because I'm like, these guys are done. They're cooked, you know? Like, oh, that's all.
Wasn't there a guy on your floor in college who
He used to set traps.
he would
yeah.
he would do prank booby traps, but always put a little picture of Admiral Akbar nearby to.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good bit.
Right?
Can you give an example of what one of these booby traps would be like?
You'd open your door and like a pen would shoot at you, like at your legs.
It was pretty.
you know?
It was mild, right?
Yeah, it was not a
Nobody was
harmful
maimed,
trap.
right?
Yeah,
or scared
no.
real bad.
Again, look at his neck, so biteable. Just one chomp. You could rip his throat out with your teeth. I'm just saying.
Here's Luke, swollen with hate.
All
I think Luke could strike him down in hate, and it still would not make him a Sith. or whatever.
Exactly.
I think he still gets to be a good Jedi.
Yeah, you can strike down an evil dictator in hate.
Right.
And be like, yep, I did the right thing.
Yes.
Morality is relative. Where are the Ewoks? Where is the
don't
Viet
worry.
Cong? They better get here.
Kate, they're hiding. Don't worry. This is why they're so good. You can't even see them.
I was going to say, why wouldn't C-3PO have camouflaged himself by rolling around in the mud like Aragorn, like Viggo Mortensen, scooting his ass through the mud? Listen to our Lord of the Rings marathon
It was
episode.
just last week, Kate. These are back to back.
Hell yeah. All you nerds rejoice.
No, they don't. Some of them
Oh
won't.
yeah, they
because-
hate me. Oh, they hate me on the internet.
oh.
I love it. Oh, the Ewoks are here. Yes, 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 yes. Get him, kill. Hell yeah. Oh my God, he's sounding the horn. This is so great.
And they all pop out.
Oh my God, I love it so much. Look, they're about to kill them all. Yes, those are my guys.
My only concern is, as they shoot like 1,000 arrows over here, in what way are our heroes safe?
They are protected by the cloak of main charactership.
Oh, okay.
Tyler.
That's valid.
It's a magic cloak that protects you from all injury and harm.
I just feel like I trust the Ewoks, but I mean, some of those arrows are going to go a little sideways and, going to Han and Leia.
Han and Leia have accepted that as part of their fate.
That's true. They were prepared to sacrifice their lives.
Just like any member of the Rebel Alliance,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Just the amount of joy that the Ewoks are displaying as they kill these stormtroopers really gives me, it's giving me a lot. It's giving me a lot right now.
I just hope that anybody out there who dislikes the Ewoks in this movie hears this and it gives them a little bit of perspective that this is fun.
And they're so f***ing cute. They're so f***ing cute. This is the only way to destroy an evil regime, with cute joy. They're so round. I love them. Love them. Where would we be without the Ewoks, Tyler? Here's the Ewoks, literal slings and arrows.
Kate, they are using a trebuchet. Actually, maybe that's a catapult?
It's a catapult, actually.
What's the difference?
A trebuchet has a counterweight, I believe. I'd just kill them both, dude. Kill the Emperor, kill your father. That's it. Just let hate fill your heart. It's okay. It's okay to have a little bit of hate. You can't be pure. There is no purity test. You can't be perfect. Just kill your dad and the Emperor. I can't stand to watch an Ewok be hurt. The Ewoks are clubbing the stormtroopers to death.
I am enjoying the Ewoks with you this time, but I think the slight problem I'm having with this movie compared to the last one is this whole confrontation doesn't feel quite so dire to me as maybe it should.
Is it because they're so cute?
They're cute. And just as Han and Leia and everybody were being marched out, like presumably to be imprisoned or executed, I think we needed a little more time to see them in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't
agreed.
know. It was quick. I never, you don't get the last movie ended with them in real serious trouble. I don't think they ever in this have given us quite enough. I don't know. And maybe the Ewoks are a little too silly. Maybe the Redwood Forest looks too much like the Redwood Forest. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not. I'm feeling.
You just watch those Ewoks get gunned down, Tyler.
No. All right, I take it all back. Oh my God.
The stakes are pretty high for the Ewoks, Tyler.
All right. I spoke too soon. I said all that before I saw one of them die.
What do you think the purpose of Admiral Akbar's little face tendrils are? Do you think that's like antenna?
To receive some sort of sense through it.
Sexual organ?
Huh.
Like, do you think that Emperor Palpatine just like got a weird diagnosis and wants to die? He's like, come on, Luke, are you sure you don't want to kill me? You sure you don't want to do it?
Please.
I'm defenseless. Please do it and kill me. No, he's just a freak. This is great. The Ewoks have taken command of one of these tall guys. What are they? Big Walker. Absolutely vaporizing everyone. All right, now that the Ewoks, who are not like a super technologically advanced society, have taken over whatever this thing's called, it's like a tall, two-legged walker guy. They are absolutely blasting these stormtroopers. It's incredible. I'm here for it. I love the combo of like their low-tech methods and then taking over the high-tech method of the Empire. Love it. Adore it. That's why we need more Ewoks in STEM. They've set up like traps with logs. You got to use what you can, Use what you got, do what you can. That's how you take down a fascist regime. That's how you do it. Carrie Fisher just got lit up. Oh no, it's a daddy-son fight. These Skywalkers are just white trash, let me tell you. If they weren't Jedi, they'd be doing this at a family barbecue on Tatooine. So.
Oh no, on the lawn.
Honestly, I gotta say, Luke Skywalker's all-black ensemble, stunning.
You've said it many times.
I love it. It's very, it's like a little trim shirt. I never looked at him like this, but not mad about it. Never seen him this way, It's a whole new way to see Luke Skywalker.
That's what he's going for. It's the new year, new Luke.
Just turn your dad off. Just boop, press the button. Pull the plug, disconnect. Power down your daddy. Just threw his lightsaber at him. Incredible.
It worked, but it feels kind of desperate.
Right?
Like, now what? What if Luke had caught it?
What was your end game there, son?
He knocked him down off the bridge.
I guess he can recall it to him,
Oh, yeah, it's true. He can just use the Force. Forgot about the Force.
Lando Calrissian really has a lot of faith in Han Solo. Like,
yeah, he's just his old scoundrel friend.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, I know that Han is gonna have this shield down. I believe it. I just have to do these evasive maneuvers for 900 more hours.
Feels a
and
little.
Maybe my buddy will come through. I don't know, man.
Like we just watched Han try to open a door by hot wiring it, and he made it worse. Right. This is a good way to deal with a sort of abusive, narcissistic parent, though.
Yeah.
Just to be like, I'm not gonna fight you. Nope. Not gonna fight you.
No, can't you just force choke your father?
That's what he wants.
Take all the family dynamics and Freudian struggle out of this. Who do you think would win in this battle?
This lightsaber fight?
Yeah.
I mean, Darth Vader's older, so he's probably
older.
slower.
Do you think he's tiring out?
And
he's and Luke's a baby. He's strong. He's strong as
Yeah.
He's been training.
Yeah.
Right? He's been carrying Yoda around the swamps of Dagobah.
On one hand, it's does all the robotics make Darth Vader stronger? Or is it he's asthmatic?
I guess.
I don't know if it's helping or hurting. I mean, well, you just answered, your question was just answered when Luke went berserk there.
Yeah, he went crazy. He just bam, 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 right on his father. Then he cut his hand off.
Got a little revenge there.
Good. No. Finish the job, Lucas.
You think Luke's short for Lucas?
No.
Wow, I never thought about it, though. The guy who made it, his name is George Lucas, and the main guy's name is Luke. I've literally never put this together.
You gotta take the head and then kill the Emperor. This is like an atomic bomb level explosion. They're 10 feet away. What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? Why would you do that?
If we're lucky we didn't see 15 Ewoks blasted into the air on fire.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Did you know he could shoot lightning out of his fingers? That's why Luke couldn't bite him earlier.
Why?
That's what would have happened to him.
Is he constantly electrified, or does he have to do it by himself? If he just is ambiently electrified, that's different.
He would have shot him real quick. Look.
I guess. Luke, quit gripping onto all that metal. Find some plastic, son.
He's got to put his waders on.
God, Jesus Christ.
I kind of wish his hair was went straight up into the air, you know?
Darth Vader really is a failure of a father. He's a weak ass man. If I saw Darth Vader in the street, I would backhand him. I would.
Turn his button off.
Yeah, I would turn his little buttons off. What a weak man.
Well, I don't even know if people understand what you just said, but I'll bleep it. I'll put it in.
You know what? He's not even a ass. You know why? Because are strong, are self-aware, and get done.
I'm dying.
I just came up with that on the spot. I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
All right.
Get him!
There we go.
Finally,
All right.
showing just a little bit of backbone
take
from
it all
Darth
back?
Vader. No, I don't. He really could have intervened earlier.
Well-
You know what he could have done? He could have done this a lot earlier. 5 years earlier,
Years ago.
perhaps. Maybe he could have, I don't know, intervened before the Emperor came to power.
He was a little boy when the Emperor was taking power, but everything else I agree with.
Everyone can do something. You ever just cradle your dying robotic daddy?
Darth Vader wheezing, all of a sudden, extra wheezing, like when Harvey Weinstein went into court.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I got hurt. Stupid Darth Vader. I'm not allowing this deathbed redemption. I am not. He could have made different choices for 25 years.
Yeah, he like emboldened the Emperor, helped him come to power.
Absolutely
ruled with an iron
fucking
fist
not.
by his side, took every order. And now he's like, okay, I killed him.
Yep.
Are we
I don't
good?
believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, hold on. Better late than never. Aren't you supposed to welcome people back, Kate? Otherwise, they'll never actually come back.
Go ahead, Darth Vader. See if I welcome you back. See if you've earned it.
This sucks. The Emperor's already dead and rebellion guys are still dying. The only thing I wish we could add to this movie is at least one Ewok flying a ship like this. Say what you will about this movie, it is cathartic.
Yeah.
Seeing the Ewoks do their thing, seeing Darth Vader get beat hard by Luke.
Because episode 5 really puts you in the dumps. You know what I mean?
And then you
Like,
had to wait 3 years
and you get
to see
no
this.
catharsis in that movie.
Like, if-
Everything's bad.
You know, if you were like a 7-year-old when you saw that, you had to wait till you were 10. That's crazy.
I just don't know.
Yeah, are you not buying Darth Vader's,
I'm just not ready to forgive.
aren't you excited to see his face, though?
He deserved it. He
Here he
deserved
is.
everything that happened to him.
Here he is.
Really could have benefited from an under-eye cream.
On one hand, it's underwhelming, but on the other hand, I guess that's the point. It's like the evilest guy in the universe. It's just a wrinkly old guy.
All right, it's a good story arc, right?
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah.
like he gets to see him. It's nice when you get a little smile from your Vader.
Your father.
Luke, we do not have time to be precious right now. Kick your father's corpse on the floor
Also-
and get on the ship.
Is he on the Death Star right now,
Yes.
Luke? Yeah, that's not good. I was confused if he was on that or like a ship overlooking it.
Luke, you can process this later in therapy. We simply do not have time to do this.
Like, I feel like this should also be a suicide mission. Like, going
Yes.
into the Death Star to blow it up in this big chamber. Like, again, I know we're in the one that's supposed to have all the catharsis and
Yes.
feel-good ending. And if anybody had to die, I hope it's not Lando.
But it is a better movie
Yeah.
if they die, right? Like,
Yes. You're right about that main character. What was it?
Oh, the cloak of main characterness?
Yeah.
Yeah. 78 Ewoks can die every minute.
Remember, Harrison Ford begged George Lucas to let him die, and he wouldn't let him.
Please kill me. Maybe that's why he tried to crash his plane all those times.
Oh, no.
All right, the Ewoks are flipping the out. I'm so sorry for how much I'm cursing.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie. You're not the one who has to
they're
use the
so
bleep.
cute. They're
you're
so
not,
round.
You're not the one who has to bleep them all.
Why is Harrison Ford so insecure?
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo's like, oh, you love Luke, huh? It's okay.
No,
All right.
look. See? He's
He's an insecure little baby.
he's being a little manipulative, right? Like, he's acting like he's like, I won't get in the way.
I like when Han Solo kind of does like a Scooby-Doo face.
A little bit of a cop-out to the love triangle idea, though.
Yes, agreed.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, they're brother and sister, so hopefully he's out of the running in the love triangle now.
Do you think that incest is illegal in space, too? Is incest illegal or just frowned upon?
I think it's illegal. That's a great question, Kate.
We're going to Google that.
That's the kind of question you don't want to get caught asking anywhere.
Except on your podcast. You can ask it on your podcast. Darth Vader doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this funeral.
Yeah, I agree, but also
Don't burn that plastic.
That's what
There's
I was
PFAS.
thinking.
You're getting the
plastic,
forever chemicals.
the batteries, everything he's burning here is a really bad idea to burn. And at least, like, he can burn it, but don't stand there and breathe it
Yeah.
in.
Oh my God, he's really inhaling. Luke, get away. Your father's leaching forever chemicals.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some yub nub
It's yub
tonight.
nub time.
We got fireworks. It's important when you're fighting a fascist regime to find moments where you can celebrate and find joy.
Look at everyone breaking it down.
All the Ewoks are so excited. Carrie Fisher looks like she's going to a Renaissance fair. They're like, Luke, why do you look so pensive? Oh, I'm just looking at these 3 glowing ghosts over here. Oh, my father. Check him out.
Would he even recognize the Darth Vader ghost?
I mean, I think it's how, like, couldn't you just use your context clues?
Well, yeah. I just
Like,
mean...
here's the 2 ghosts I've seen before, and here's a third one who's dressed kind of like my
You
old
think
mentor.
Anakin Skywalker deserves to be a Force ghost?
No, I
he,
don't
like,
think
basically
so.
just got into heaven.
Yeah.
What an abrupt ending, also.
Yep, nub, we're done.
Your hate has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side.
Never. I'll never turn to the dark side. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it, Jedi.
There it is.
That's it. There's the Star Wars trilogy, Kate.
All right. I had a good time. I had a really good time.
Better than you expected? Like, more fun than you expected to
Much
have?
more fun than I expected. I didn't realize how much time I was going to spend with the Ewoks, and I love the
It's like
Ewoks.
more
and if
than
you
half
hate
the
the
movie.
Ewoks, I understand where you're coming from, I think. But I think it's also, if you hate the Ewoks, you hate joy.
I just think it's easy for us to say, because we live in a world where there's unlimited Star Wars. This
Sure.
was the third and final Star Wars, the much anticipated, you know?
I guess.
That's all. Just to give people a little more of the benefit of the doubt. I was enjoying them. Here's
I think actually the Ewoks resonate more in 2026.
one small criticism I have. I feel like, tell me if you felt this way or not, I feel like Harrison Ford was not given that much good material to
Do
work
you
with in this
think
movie.
That it's because he was kind of difficult, though.
Maybe. Like,
Because-
Indiana Jones is happening simultaneous.
Yes.
It's already happened. He's going to go make another one. Even whatever you think of, like, Temple of Doom. But
Fun as
sure, both those first 2 movies, he has a lot to do.
Yes.
He's incredible in them. I just feel like, what did he do in this? He makes, like, stupid faces.
Yeah, and he looked hot.
Yes, he looked very hot.
He-
There's
he
no
came
denying
out of
it.
He came out of the
I just think he was
what's it called?
wasted here. And
Who
I guess...
Cy Snoodles and Tebow.
Look at the credits. I just feel like...
I like that they have everybody, their names are like Tebow, Cy Snoodles, and then they have someone named Nikki. Who's Nikki?
That's all. And you know what? I told you at the beginning, I guess, that he wasn't originally in the movie
Yes.
and they had to add him. So I guess
had to add
that's
him.
why. But
And,
man, it's
like-
kind of a waste of Harrison Ford.
Listen, he came out of the rock. He was wet. He got to do a couple
to
like
pretend
nice
he was blind for a while.
smiles and wear those pants.
Yeah, all
And
right, that's
honestly,
fine.
I don't need him to do much else.
But the way people are like Han Solo or Indiana Jones, you know, like Indiana Jones by Han Solo in the first and second of these, but this third one to me, really.
I'm gonna ask, why would you pick? ¿Por qué no los dos?
She wants both.
Yeah.
All right, tell me your thoughts, Kate. Why am I talking? This is your podcast.
I'm going to say I had a super duper time. I love seeing a fascist regime go down. That's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know. I wish that I felt a little more invested in like Luke's internal struggle, right? Of like, do I give in to this hatred that's in my heart, or do I like remain pure and, you know, lead with love? And I just don't know. I don't know if, I think it's a simpler world when they made this, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's like as a kid, I took that to mean if he gave into the hatred, he would like basically be joining them. But that's not what's
guess.
going on here. They're just
No.
like, if you do it, you're as bad as us.
Yeah.
They're like trying to convince him that that's true. But yeah, I don't agree with that now. He could have absolutely just killed both of those guys and gone on with his day and
Yep.
had been so justified because he is saving the lives of, you know, so many people in the galaxy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I didn't, you know, relate to his struggle at all
I
as a
think
struggle.
in a simpler world, I would have felt much more invested in that. Love seeing Princess Leia in a metal bikini killing Jabba the Hutt. That was
pretty awesome.
a real highlight
Great
for me.
moment. They're like kind of having their cake and eating it too with that in a
Yes,
way that's
yeah.
like a little more profound, I think, than maybe I understood. Or maybe
Yeah.
even than they intended. I don't know if that's what they intended, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're like, we're all looking at her, you know,
Eyeballs.
lustily, right? As viewers. And
Eyeballs shining.
we are
Mouths
behaving
agape.
like Jabba the Hutt. We all
Yes.
kind of look like Jabba the Hutt when we're staring and drooling at Princess Leia in the bikini, and then she gets to kill him with it in it. pretty dope.
I have a question. Could we have not put the Ewoks up a little higher?
Oh, in the credits?
Yeah.
Who are the mime artists? How do you get that job? So
I had a super duper time.
Do you have rankings? And you could include the Star Wars Holiday Special.
I love the Star Wars Holiday Special. All right, here's the ranking that's going to get someone on the internet to say that I should die. And I'm anticipating it. And remember, when you're mean to me on the internet, I only become stronger.
You're being mean to an Ewok.
An Ewok. And don't you dare be mean to a Ewok. They're so round and cute. Star Wars Holiday Special.
Number one.
Number one.
Yeah. You had the most fun watching it.
Oh,
out of all.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, Star Wars Holiday Special.
That's it. The other three are not ranked.
What's number 2?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, because
Were
I
you
like
asking
how
me
I
what-
like how bleak it is.
Were you asking what's number 2 in your ranking? Were you just talking
no,
yourself, or
that's
did you want to
number
know
2.
the name of the second movie?
Okay, Star Wars Holiday Special, number 1. Empire Strikes Back, number 2. Love how bleak it is. Love that we don't get any resolution, and
That's
I
what
love
life
that
is, a series of down endings.
some people probably hated it, and I'm a contrarian. Number
Some people
3,
hated 2, you think?
I think so.
2 is widely regarded as the best.
Oh, great.
So
I'm doing
you're
really
in line
good then.
with popular sentiment, other than your Star Wars Holiday Special.
Number
take.
3, I'm gonna say the first one, because I feel like it's so innovative, like so crazy. And then what's this one?
The Return of the Jedi.
The Return of the Jedi. Super fun. Love the Ewoks, but I just don't feel like I connected with it on like a plot and like character level.
Yeah.
I was like, look at those cute guys.
Yeah.
And I do love seeing a fascist regime get what's due to them. So again, Star Wars Holiday Special.
And I just want to
Wait,
assure
no,
everybody.
I need you to tell me the name. Star Wars Holiday Special.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Return of the Jedi.
I want everyone out there to know that Katie's not doing a bit. She's not lying
No,
to be
no.
contrarian.
I'm not.
You really were having fun. Like, would we watch it every year on our
No,
own?
absolutely
Probably
not.
not.
No.
Would I watch it at a holiday party with a room full of people?
Oh, absolutely,
Probably.
yeah.
Like,
I'd
fun.
Yeah.
We had a really fun time doing it. Okay, so...
Okay, what's your ranking? Are you gonna? You're not gonna put me out there and then leave me hanging, are you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 2 is so... Or Empire Strikes Back is so good. It's just a good movie. And I felt like
Yes.
watching this time as a, for the first time in a long, long time, I felt like the dialogue was more realistic or something. Like, they sounded like people. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to get across here fully. I don't know if I can express it because my dialogue in real life is not that good. But I felt like there's a very large variance from movie to movie because, like, of the different writers, where the second one to me was like a movie. It was like a film, without sounding too pretentious, where this one, I kept feeling like when characters would talk to each other, it didn't have, there's something missing. Like the dialogue, I feel like, was not as sort of well written. It just, it felt like a B sci-fi movie. I think they managed to elevate this whole thing. Not that there's anything wrong. I like a B sci-fi movie, but I think they elevated Empire Strikes Back somehow above the rest. So I would say Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, then Return of the Jedi. I liked Return of the Jedi a lot more this time than I have when I was younger. Understanding, I think, now that it's just like the payoff to everything. It's like, okay, we got to wrap up the Jabba the Hutt storyline, and then we got to wrap up the Empire, I don't know where I'd put... I can't put Star Wars Holiday Special in the rankings with the others. I can't in good conscience do it. I had a lot of fun watching it, but on its own, as a piece of media, it's garbage. So I'm
love garbage.
gonna leave it unranked.
I would like to hear your rankings out there in podcast land. You can go ahead and just send us
an email.
to Not-Stalgia
Not-Stalgia at AOL.com.
AOL.com. Just send us a bunch of numbers. Just say 1, 3, 2.
Well, the problem
1,
is the real numbers
3,
of the
2.
movie are 4, 5, 6.
Just send us a bunch
holiday
of numbers.
Special.
We'll try to decode
Yeah,
it.
we'll understand.
It's gonna be super
On our
duper.
next Star Wars episode. Speaking of, Kate, we're getting into the era where Star Wars goes away for a little while.
Bye.
So there's not going to be another movie. This was 1983. The next movie is going to come out in 1999.
Yeah, it's the last movie your parents ever took you to see in a movie
The
theater.
first and last. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it.
But we are going to be completionists, I think, in our little Star Wars series here, our ongoing... I mean, it's not going to be next week, certainly, but our ongoing
When
Star
are
Wars
we
series.
not?
In between the movies, there were some cartoons on TV.
Oh, cute.
There were some made-for-TV movies
What?
starring the Ewoks.
No. I'm gonna see an Ewok again?
You're gonna see. I think we're gonna wear you out of Ewok love with
Oh, but they're so cute.
2 made-for-TV Ewoks movies.
Oh my god.
That I've
That's a
never
lot
seen.
of Ewok
So
content. That's a lot
It'll
of
be new
Ewok
for us,
content.
and an Ewok cartoon series.
What?
So a lot of Ewoks coming up.
What the f?
next Star Wars episodes before we get to The Phantom Menace. So,
What is the Phantom Menace?
well,
Is it me
well,
when I haunt you around the house?
you'll find out. All right, guys, tune in. Next week is not Star Wars.
Not Star Wars.
As you know, if you've listened to any of our other episodes, it took us a long time to do these 4 episodes about Star Wars, but
did.
we will keep going. I want to definitely watch all the stuff in between, and then episodes 1, 2, and 3, and then I guess that'll be it. I don't know. We have to figure out what our stopping point is. But anyway, tune in next week for something completely different. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Not-Stalgia. Just look us up, and that's it. Bye.
Get out of here.
Return of the Jedi. From the desert fortress of Jabba the Hutt to the Death Star of the Galactic Empire to the forest city of the Ewoks. This is the climactic chapter in the Star Wars saga. Remember the Force. Rejoice in the triumph. Return of the Jedi. Rated PG. Now playing at a theater in your galaxy.